What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Last Night Productions. I'm your host, Carlos. With me today, I got Simpantha. What's going on, Simpantha?
Hey, what's up?
We got Big Butt Burrito. How you doing, Christian?
Doing good. Making big burritos with big butts.
Ian's down there. He's looking very fancy.
Very proud.
We're fancy boys. Yay.
Proud.
Wow.
And today we're going to be watching the classic 2001 film Freddy Got Fingered. This one's directed by, I think he produced it, he stars in it, the one and only Tom Green.
That's my boom! No!
Regency Enterprises presents Tom Green.
He's a stupid!
Not stupid!
He's a stupid!
Not stupid!
He's stupid!
Not stupid!
Freddy Got Fingered.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I still have some work to do. Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausage?
We're real proud of him.
I think I could have come up with a better title.
I'm trying to think of how to summarize this film. You know what? It's almost like a series of sketches, in my opinion, but I guess the narrative is a 28-year-old man, I think that's how old he is trying to make his father proud by attempting to get a job as a comic book artist. And he runs into some crazy things along the way. I don't know whether you call them hijinks. I don't know.
Yeah, shenanigans, hijinks. Yeah.
But yeah, I believe Ian and Christian recently saw it in theaters. It returned to the Crest Theater, which made me want to watch it with Sam. And I don't know if I enjoyed it, guys. That one's a tough one. That is a tough movie to get through.
Dude,
and
perfect. I
I need people to convince me that it is good. And I'm hoping you guys can help me with that because I was wanting to turn it off like the entire time. Yeah, I mean, what are some pros to this film, you guys? What do you guys think? Anybody?
Dude, when he jerks off the horse,
It's the craziest thing. And right now I'm dressed up as the backwards man myself, trying to embrace it. I'm trying to embrace what Tom Green is all about.
That got a pretty big laugh in the theater.
Really?
yeah.
It is pretty funny. It's different. But before I interrupted you, Christian, what were you about to say?
Well, when he
When he jerks off the horse is the best part. That like happens like, is that like the second scene?
Two
or
times.
yeah,
it happens 2 times too. It's
And the
crazy.
elephant.
Yeah.
he just sees it on the side of the road. He's like, it's that literally your picture. He looks at the
Yeah.
horse on the farm and he's just like so enticed, and he needs to go up to that horse and take care of business.
Yep.
You think
Cinematic genius.
was that a real scene? Like,
Well,
it
Tom Green said it was fake, but it looks pretty real to me.
looks pretty real.
Yeah, so he's obviously lying.
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know. There's a lot of confusing stuff about this movie, whether it was things were intentional or real or not.
Well, yeah, I mean, we can start there at the horse jerking off. It's such a jarring scene because we've already been introduced to him. He's skating through the mall to try to get to the bus, and that's where he meets his parents, who give him a car so that he can go to Hollywood. And that's
He's a
fine.
little
Okay,
son.
we've established it's a man. He's got a family. They apparently want him to succeed, except his dad gives a big wahoo when he finally gets rid of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we immediately go to this scene. Yeah, right here. It's the most jarring thing. He's just on his way to Hollywood, and he just pulls over and starts screaming. He's like, "Woo! What is he even saying? I don't remember."
I forget. Like I'm a farmer. Daddy, look at me, Daddy. I'm a farmer.
Why? Why?
Well, so I guess like this was a time when Tom Green was a very popular like commodity. Like he had a show on MTV just called the Tom Green Show, And he would do he was like Eminem referenced, he's like he like had sex with a dead moose or something.
Oh my god. What?
Yeah, that was just his humor. And it was
That's
really popular
insane.
at this time.
I'm
Yeah.
familiar with Tom Green, but yeah, I never saw his show.
Well, it was on for like really little kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen it retroactively, like now as an adult.
hmm
Same. Yeah, watching Eric Andre got me to watch him because I heard that that was one of Eric Andre's inspirations. And I was like,
You
oh,
can-
okay.
Definitely, like Eric Andre took a lot from Tom Green.
Yeah, he did.
A lot of people did, like Jackass. We were talking before the show, like Jackass kind of did a lot of it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know Eric Andre took influence from Tom Green, but that totally makes sense.
It's
Mhm.
Yep.
totally.
Yeah, he confirms it in his wacky interview with Larry King.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He was on. Tom Green had like a sort of Tom Green was like one of the first people to do podcasts too. He's quite the trailblazer.
I
But,
think that's where I know him from. Yeah.
yeah, but he had Eric Andre on. He's had Eric Andre on his show before.
Oh, nice.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay. That is cool. I dig it.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just a jarring film overall. Like I was saying earlier, it is like a series of sketches almost. And then I think that it was you, Ian, who told me that it's almost like a commentary on his life in a way. And we get that when he meets the CEO of like the comic. Oh shit, I can't remember what it's called. It's the place he's trying to get hired at.
Yeah,
And he's all like, "Your stuff is crap. It doesn't
Yeah.
have like a storyline or
Yeah.
anything."
he's like, it's fucking stupid. It doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Yeah.
What are they doing? Like, what are the cats doing? You know.
And that's what this movie is.
Yeah, but yeah, Red Letter Media. It's like he's talking about the movie almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like that's the strange thing about this movie. It's like, is it aware of what it is? Because like, is it? Because like this is like again like during this time like gross out comedies were huge. Like There's Something About Mary and American Pie,
Mhm.
all that stuff. You know, and it's like some people like Red Letter Media kind of hands like, is he like satirizing that? Is he just taking that to the nth degree? You know, and like
Oh.
just like trying to structure a film around it. I don't know. I really don't know what his goal was.
It feels like he's just putting it on steroids. Like that kind of movie, that gross out comedy.
Yeah, but was that the point? Like, you know, to say something about gross out comedies? Because like that was kind of Tom Green's humor at the time. Again, like he would like suck on like a cow's udder on the show and just shit like that, you know. Which he might do in the movie too. I can't remember, but
Maybe.
yeah.
I think it is for making fun of the whole genre and just poking fun at it all.
Well, Sam, do you want to
It's
talk
pretty
about
extreme.
that? The what do you want to call that? The paper you found?
This should convince you, CJ. This person for their graduate paper for the University of New York wrote their thesis on Freddy Got Fingered as a neo-surrealist masterpiece.
Neo-surrealist.
Yeah, so
I've never heard that.
Surrealism is a movement in art and literature which releases the creative potential of the unconscious mind. So, like, the examples are like the melting clock from, I think it's Salvador Dali. Just like digging into the weird parts of your mind and letting that loose. And so this person wrote a paper on how he believes that Freddy Got Fingered is the ultimate piece of surrealism. He had some great points in here. Sorry, I wasn't ready.
I guess that kind of makes sense that you guys are saying that it's like satirizing these kind of comedies. I didn't even think of that.
But I don't know if that was intentional though.
Mhm.
You know, like I don't know if that's just people retroactively trying to make sense of this movie. I don't know. Like it's hard to that's one thing I will give this movie. Like, at least like it makes for somewhat decent discussion as to, was it aware of how ridiculous it is? There are some moments of this movie that I genuinely do find funny. There are others that I think are way too. The whole him delivering the infant scene, to me, that goes on for way too long.
Definitely.
That's a scene where I'm just like, this
It's
is
pretty
too much.
gruesome too. Like he's
Yeah.
like
And that's
biting
I'm
into
sure
the
that's the
umbilical
point.
cord and it's bloody
Yeah.
and stuff.
It's just and like the Native American women in the background. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
It's just he just wanted it to be like a purely chaotic experience for audiences.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
I
chaotic.
read
that's
It
what
kind of
you
stressed
get.
me out.
a lot of people walked out during the horse jerking off scene and the pregnancy delivery scene. From what I read, at least.
Well, this paper is 66 pages trying to convince you that it was intentional.
Yeah,
And
I gotta read that. Because a lot of
Oh,
people
man.
think that. Like, a lot of people think that, this is, it's neo-surrealism, and, that it was all kind of like tongue-in-cheek and it was aware. I don't know, though. I don't know if I like Tom Green. I do think he's like a genuinely funny person. Sometimes he's a bit much, but I do think go for it. Like, if someone were to ask me if I like Tom Green, I would say yes. But I don't know if he's that clever, though. And Red Letter Media say that too. It's like they don't like, not to just like kind of
giving
regurgitate
him
what
too
they
much
said,
credit.
but like I don't know if that was really his plan. Maybe he is sort of like, it's like they gave the like what do you like they let the inmate run the asylum, so to speak, because this was like this is a major motion picture from 20th Century Fox. I mean, he did have a lot of money to.
That's crazy.
And that's what they kind of it's like when he has it's like the $1 million. It's like that's him again with the movie, like just he's going nuts.
Do you guys know what his budget was on this one?
I think it was 14 million, and I think it grossed 14 million.
Oh wow!
Wow.
But Tom Green said that those numbers for the gross, he thinks they're not accurate because he thinks a lot of kids, I think I talked about this before the show, bought tickets to Crocodile Dundee in Los Angeles and snuck in there. Freddy Got Fingered. So I don't know. Who knows?
Interesting.
This person quoted saying, critics might say that Tom Green heard this call and stole millions of dollars from 20th Century and made a movie that was a crime against audiences.
it kind of is a crime against audiences. It's freaking crazy. And then
That's why I love it.
You get to his girlfriend who likes getting beat in the legs with a bamboo stick.
I kind of like when we're introduced to her, she's flipping the coffee creamers.
Oh yeah.
She likes physics. She's a rocket scientist.
Yeah. Kind of an interesting introduction.
That conversation just had me cracking up. It just feels so like it's so like bullshitty. Like it's like, yeah, I like physics. I'm a rocket. Like it just feels like stuff like someone's like trying to bullshit someone, and doing it really badly. But that's not the case. She actually is a rocket scientist.
Well, Tom Green does it back to her because he's like, yeah, I work on Wall Street.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Dow
Totally
Jones and NASDAQ, it's stocks.
And then she quickly learns at the restaurant. No.
I like his phone. He has the phone.
Yeah, it's like he has like a pre-recorded sound.
Yes. Oh my god.
Of a ringing phone.
Like honestly, like that shit makes me laugh genuinely. Like, because there was some stuff I was kind of just like shaking my head and laughing just the absurdity of it. But there was some stuff that did genuinely make me laugh.
Yeah.
By the restaurant scene, I was pretty exhausted from the movie. I was like, oh no, he's like gonna do this in front of people at a quiet restaurant now. Why?
I like they pull guns on him and and that makes him stop. They're like, get off the bar. And he like just like drops his stuff immediately.
Yeah.
I got so uncomfortable.
I think he gets arrested too. Doesn't Betty the chick have to bail him out?
Oh, does she? I don't remember.
Yeah.
I just remember his dad running into him.
Yeah.
Is your dad?
I remember Christian. I remember like you laugh. I remember you like noting in my mind you laughing at when they're in the restaurant and the son and the dad are having dinner and their waiter comes by. It's like, was everything fine? And the dad's like, yes, that was yummy. You were sitting next to me. I remember you like audibly laughing. I wasn't expecting that either. I was like, oh, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was. That whole thing with the dad and the son. I just find, I don't know. I like that kind of shit.
The neighbors?
The kid
Yeah.
kept getting
He
hit.
keeps
and
getting beat up. The
battered.
kid, like, yeah, he like slams his head on the car door and shit.
Yeah.
It goes on until the end of the movie. The kid, like, what happens? He's like,
It gets
like,
more
runs into
brutal.
propeller blades.
yeah. He gets, God.
Like, I'm
hit
okay,
each other.
Dad.
I like that. I like that kind of shit.
Which, when the kid gets hit by the propeller, it zooms over or it pans over to somebody in the audience holding up a sign that says, "When is this movie gonna end?" I had to actually go back and rewind it. Yeah, Sam pointed it out.
Again, Sam, that points to what you found, the surreal. That's kind of surreal. The movie acknowledging that it's ridiculous and should probably be over.
Yeah.
Yeah, the title, it's funny, the title of the movie really has nothing to do with the movie.
I always thought that Tom Green was Freddy.
Same.
But he's Gordy.
I was telling Chris, like, so my mom rented this when I was a kid. And
really?
Yeah, and I thought like it was like Tom Green was Freddy and he was like wrongfully accused of a crime, like he got fingered. Like,
yeah.
Kind of like, and it's like the movie was like him trying to, clear his name or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was way off.
Oh boy, yeah, what a twist.
I found out way later that I didn't know Finch. I forget Eddie Kaye Thomas from American Pie was in this.
Yeah, that was interesting.
He plays Freddy?
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that.
I didn't know that for the longest time.
Same.
I love that Freddy was sent to the Institute of Sexually Molested Children,
Yes.
and then you see him later, and he's like got long gray hair,
Yeah.
full beard.
He's like a fanboy of his brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God. When we were in the movie theater and the scene where Freddy's watching the surgery on TV, remember someone in the crowd went, "Huh, only Finch." And I read that that's Tom Green's surgery footage. He had cancer. He had testicular cancer. And that's why he stopped his show. And I guess that's the footage of it, which is ugh. But
okay,
that's crazy.
And then we were talking about this, Carlos. He was watching a Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the Institute for Sexually Molested Children.
Crazy.
Oh my god. Like shit like that, like, that makes me smile. As wrong as it is. Again, like just like this, the Institute for Sexually Molested Children. Like that's just so fun. It's wrong. It's so wrong, but it's just like so on the nose and like in your face. It's just there's something so funny about that.
When that little boy goes up to him and pats him, he's like, "It's not your fault."
Right. Yeah, I like him. Yeah, like everyone's kind of acting like that, and he's like, no, my dad doesn't finger me, and like it's like the stereotypical thing of like, oh, he's in denial. It's okay. You didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
It's so silly.
Yeah, and then their dad gets caught with his pants down.
Yeah.
In Gordon's room.
Dude, what?
So funny.
What the hell? The actor's name is Rip Torn.
Yep. Rip
Amazing. Amazing actor.
He's also the coach in dodgeball.
Oh yeah. I always think of him from Men in Black.
Yeah, that's where I think.
Yeah, he's in that as well.
He's the boss in Men in Black, the Men in Black movies.
He's good in this movie. I like him.
He's pretty funny.
I was like sitting there thinking, Rip Torn, what did you sign up for? Like, he's committing to the bit. He's doing it.
He is, yeah. No, it seemed like he had a pretty decent time making it.
Yeah.
Feels like he's having a good time.
he straight up he calls Gordy and his skater friend
Harlan Williams.
Yeah, he calls him the homophobic slur.
Yeah.
That I'm not going to say here.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about that scene where he has a fracture of his leg. Ugh.
Yeah, and he starts licking it. Starts licking the bone.
That's
Good
the thing
stuff.
too. Like that really like it almost like you think like in like another movie they would use that to be like, you know, he needs money to like for an operation on his leg, and like Tom Green's trying to raise money for it, but that's not the case at all. It's like I don't know I don't know if that was the point. It's like, oh, it just happened.
Yeah, right.
Like,
and then he's limping around for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, like really, it doesn't really serve a purpose.
Other than
I don't know if that's what they're trying to say. That's the thing with this movie. I don't know if that's the point.
The purpose of him breaking his leg was to get Tom Green in the hospital to help that lady give birth.
So then he could put the umbilical cord on his stomach for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you never had it removed?
Right.
It's for fun. Have it there for fun. I think I told all you guys that's one of my favorite lines of dialogue in this movie, where she's talking about her rocket science, and she's saying how her tests have been failing, and Tom Green's like, "Oh, doesn't that make you feel like a stupid idiot?" She's like, "Excuse me?" So you're thinking like he'd like retract it and be like, yeah, like that must be really, you know, like he realized the error of his ways and realized that he's being a douchebag. But he doesn't. He doubles down. He's like, yeah, you know, you try all these tests and it failed. Doesn't that make you feel like a stupid idiot? Like, it's just, I don't know, dude. It's just so, that to me was pretty fucking funny.
Well, but that's the thing too about the character of Gordy is I can't really pin him down. Is he like an intelligent being, or is he the most stupid man on earth? I don't understand him.
Probably more the latter, I'd say.
I think
he's pretty. I mean, he's a good cartoonist, I suppose. I mean, he's a good
creative soul.
He's crazy.
Should we be rooting for him?
Not really. He is kind of a douchebag.
He's just all over the place. He's just a nutty ass dude.
Where's your LeBaron, Freddy? I only see one LeBaron. I don't see two LeBarons, Freddy.
He clearly needs like some kind of like help.
Antipsychotic medication or something.
Yeah, or you know, I mean, and then there's the scene where he's working at the sandwich shop, and there's the cheese aspect of it where he's like very passive aggressive over a guy just wanting some cheese on his sandwich, and he's like takes like 100 slices of cheese or something and just stacks them all on top of each other like, yeah, well, it would be bad if you didn't have enough cheese. Oh man, oh my god. So
that's true.
The customer brought the heat in though.
Yeah, the customer was a douche too, though.
He was.
He's like, yeah, this cheese sandwich doesn't have enough cheese on it. The fuck am I supposed to do with that?
That's true, but I mean, you know, even in that kind of situation, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
It's like this movie takes place it's like one of those movies where it like takes place in an alternate reality where just people just don't act like human beings or something.
That's true. Yeah, everyone's like very strange.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You just go for the intrusive thoughts.
Yeah.
Which goes back to
where there's institutes specifically for sexually molested children. Like, this isn't real life. What is this? What is this crap?
Mm-hmm. What were you gonna say, Sam?
Oh, one of my favorite scenes is when the boss, the guy that works at the comic place, whatever, he tells him that he needs to get inside the animals. And so on his way back, he finds the dead carcass and is dancing around in the deer.
I was annoyed by that one.
I can feel you on that. That's a bit much. Yeah, that's another scene, like the baby delivery scene. It's like, okay. Yeah.
And then he gets hit by a truck, and he's like, "Whoa, didn't see that coming."
That was kind of funny, but everything leading up to it was just like, okay, enough. Then again, that's just Tom. That was like Tom Green's shtick at the time. Dead animal stuff. animal, just
There was a lot.
animal like not adultery, like animal molestation, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what you
That
call it.
that's the thing is, I'm wondering if because he was on the cutting edge back in 2001, if I would have liked it better back then, and maybe just all of the stuff that's followed is more improved. Like I've sat through like all the seasons of Eric Andre, and he's so funny. I love that sense of humor. Maybe did this one not age as well? Is that why I don't like it? I don't know.
So Christian, we saw with our buddy Jake, and we were talking about like that movie Bad Trip after the movie, and you and Jake both said you like this better than Bad Trip.
Yeah, I do, honestly.
I haven't seen Bad Trip, so I can't say.
Eric Andre's Bad Trip, that was like hidden camera stuff though, like with real people.
Yeah.
There's a plot to it though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
kind of different genres though, because this is more scripted with actors.
Very ridiculous things happen in it though. Like he gets like raped by a gorilla.
Oh my god.
It's pretty. It can get pretty far fetched.
The live reactions to that one are so funny. The ladies are like, "What are you doing in there? Get out!"
Yeah.
Jesus.
But then again, I feel like maybe that's the point with this movie. It's like I'm gonna take all that ridiculous, because that's what Tom Green was. He was like man on the street, going up to people, doing silly stuff, humping dead mooses, sucking on cows' udders. He's like, I'm gonna do this, but it's gonna be like the movie version, and it's gonna be completely. And I'm gonna have a lot of money to do all this, and I'm gonna show the world how ridiculous. I don't know. I don't know if that was his point.
That sounds about right.
Because it's like it's almost like what did the studio expect? You know?
Yeah.
Like, because this movie, some people regard this like one of the worst movies ever made. It's like, well, like, what do you expect? You know, I mean,
from
at
Tom
the time,
Green.
like this was like Tom Green. That was his thing, doing shit like that.
Why would you give that man money?
Yeah, like what did you expect? You know, it was like
Exactly.
it's because he was really popular at the time, so it's like obviously that's why they did it. It's like we need what do the kids like? That Tom Green show. Let's have him make a movie.
Absurdist humor.
Exactly.
Put it down.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I wonder what it was like in the room with the CEOs that approved that movie, seeing it after all the edits.
Well, I heard that they liked it, but he had to make cuts because of the ratings board, like that, and MPAA.
I think I saw like a short little interview where they asked him how he got a lot of his stuff in, and he was all like, "Yeah, I just kept on asking them, and they were surprisingly like, yeah, that can go in. I can go in." It's like, what?
And I think it's
how did he get a horse jerking off in there?
I think it's because he was so popular.
They're just like, give him what he wants.
Yeah, I mean, they showed him humping a dead moose on TV, so it's like, you know, and that's the thing too. It's like, you know, it's a movie now. It's like, you know, how are you gonna beat that?
The 90s, early 2000s were like the Wild West. Just letting that stuff fly.
Yeah, in a way.
It's crazy.
Yeah. True that.
So he gets his $1 million, and then he like gets a helicopter to go see his girlfriend. And then the big part is where he takes his father out of his house after like drugging him to sleep with night vision goggles.
That scene, God. Oh my God, that scene. We were talking about that. It's like that's so unnecessary.
Yeah.
And again, like that's like kind of what's funny about it, you know? Like it's so silly and stupid, but it's just it's kind of, but it's also like maybe that's the point, and maybe it's not so stupid. I don't know, man. This movie, but Carl, you didn't bring up the most important thing that he bought. He bought the jewels.
Oh my God.
He bought the jewels.
I forgot he got all those jewels.
I gotta give me the jewels.
Our buddy Jake kept saying he just bought loose jewels in a bag. Like it's not even like part of like a necklace. Watch or like a necklace or something. It's just loose in a bag. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Well, and then he transports his dad's house to, was it like Afghanistan, I think?
I think, yeah, or Pakistan or something.
Pakistan. Yeah. I'm like, what the hell?
and then they become refugees, and then they get saved or something.
After
So
he
crazy.
jerks off an elephant,
Yeah.
and
blast
as it come all over his dad.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
And we get
And they have
the scene.
the really touching scene.
Proud.
Yeah,
Pride. Look proud.
takes him all the way to Pakistan or whatever just to get his dad's approval, have a one-on-one with his dad.
Yeah.
Like, he takes his whole fucking house there.
Yeah.
Even like the construction worker guys, like, it'd be, like, really, like, ideally, like, you would save so much money by doing it this way.
Lord.
He took his dad's house. His dad lost his wife. His son's in the institute.
Sexually molested children.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. He did lose his wife to Shaq.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
I didn't even,
What?
because I'd never seen this movie all the way through. That was a big surprise.
Yeah, I was pretty taken aback by that.
He's
That's a
like, I
good
got these
cameo.
nipple piercings for you. And you
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god. Fucking Shaq.
He was in Good Burger, now he's in this.
Yeah.
He was in Good Burger?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's got quite the filmography.
That's awesome.
yeah.
I was telling these guys earlier, Christian, that Freddy Got Fingered won Worst Picture, Worst Director, Worst Screenplay, and Worst Actor categories in the Razzies in 2001. And then Tom Green personally accepted the awards, but then he had to be pulled off stage because he wouldn't stop playing the harmonica.
It sucks. I don't think there's footage of our other buddy Jake and I tried to find footage of it and we cannot find it. I want to. If that was not filmed, that's such a shame.
Yeah.
That sounds so
That sucks.
funny.
Dude, I can totally see that.
That's so fucking funny. Oh my god.
Green.
That's great though. I would proudly accept those awards.
Oh, make me very proud.
That was like a clean sweep.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he took everything. Should be proud. Carl, I think I don't know about Christian. Were you surprised? I think Jake was surprised that Drew Barrymore's in this movie.
Very briefly. She is, but yeah.
I knew that they were married
Oh, they were
at a
married?
certain point. Yeah, so I was like,
That's
oh yeah, that's right, they were married.
What?
I thought
Yeah.
they were just dating. And that's what
They were married, not for
Married,
long, but yeah, I think for like, I don't know, maybe a year or less, maybe. I don't know.
Huh.
Yeah,
I didn't realize.
yeah. He was a big deal.
Yeah.
He was
She only had a
deal.
short part though, and like couple lines.
Yeah,
I think didn't he ask her if she wanted to go out on a date?
and then yeah, she rejects him. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, she really rejects him.
Yeah, she like lambasts him.
Yeah, that's probably smart. I don't think you'd want to be in a relationship with that guy.
Unless you're the rocket scientist. That seemed to work out.
Well, yeah,
With no
that's
feeling
a
in your
match made in
lips.
heaven, apparently.
Yeah.
Slapping her legs.
Yeah. God.
that whole.
She just really wants to suck his cock.
Yeah.
That's what
He's
she
like,
wants to do.
can I take you out for a date or something?
Yeah,
please?"
yeah. He's like, can we go walk in the park or something?
Yeah.
I can't walk. Yeah, I like that. And again, it's like the touching scenes are just so. Again, I guess it's probably the point. It's like it's trying to be a touching scene, and trying to tug at your heartstrings. And she's like, I don't care about these jewels or the helicopter. I just want to suck your cock. I just want to suck your cock, Gord. I like how like they sort of like break up a little bit too, and like that scene's funny. Also, he's like, your rackets. I care about your rackets. Good, Gordy, my rackets. Like it has like the checking boxes. It's like, okay, we have the romantic sort of breakup. We have the father-son, dynamic and this and that. But it's doing
That's
it in like
true.
a very tongue-in-cheek way of like just kind of taking the piss out of it.
The chaotic.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, dude, I don't know if that was the point. I don't fucking know.
We'll never know.
I guess it doesn't matter if that's the point, as long like I mean that's the thing. It's like people have wrote papers on this movie about how it's neo-surrealism. So I guess in a way like that kind of, regardless if it's the point or not, someone can get that out of this movie. So I guess it's kind of doing something right. I don't know. I don't know if I should be saying that. If I'm being a little too facetious. I have no idea. Pretentious. I don't know. I don't know. He kind of looks like a priest.
Yeah.
With the way his shirt is backwards. It looks like a priest, a Catholic priest.
Commentary on job culture.
I feel like that's like the summary of the whole movie. Is he's the backwards man.
Oh,
this whole
maybe
movie's
so. Yeah,
backwards.
that's his character. He's backwards.
Oh,
Maybe.
Especially because he doesn't want his.
But I don't know. I think that's just like, I think Tom Green just wanted to do that maybe because again, like the scuba scene, like I don't
He's
know.
diving
The
for
scuba
treasure.
scenes out of nowhere too.
Yeah, like I think I don't know. And you kind of brought this up earlier, Carlos. It's like a series of vignettes or skits.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know. Maybe Tom Green just wanted to do that one day, and they're just like, "Well, you're the director, sure. You're the writer, director. Do whatever the fuck you want."
When did Big Daddy come out?
Like
That's a good question.
Before
2000.
this,
1999.
okay.
So yeah, a couple years before. And in that one, he's dressed up as Scuba Steve. Adam Sandler is.
Right.
Tom Green ripping off Adam Sandler.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Perhaps.
Maybe.
Or is he making commentary on Big Daddy? I don't know.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
Again, I don't think Tom Green. I don't know. I just don't.
He like dips his head in the toilet.
Oh my god.
He threw the soap
Oh
on
my
a rope
God.
in the toilet.
You'll find the treasure.
That's not good. That's a soap on a rope. Oh god.
Have you guys heard of the critic Roger Ebert?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
He's like the biggest one, yeah.
Yeah.
So he
Well,
said that,
he said a lot of stuff about this movie. Do you have it pulled up?
I just have a quote. He
You
said
should read it.
the day may come when Freddy Got Fingered is seen as a milestone of neo-surrealism. The day may never come when it's seen as funny.
So I guess they were kind of talking about that all the way back then when the movie came out too.
Yeah, that's interesting.
He said that in 2001. So
When it came out,
Tom Green came out with a movie. I think I already told you guys this when we were recording, but I'll say it again for the sake of the recording. Tom Green came out with a movie. I don't even know what it is. Like a year after this, and Roger Ebert in his review of that movie said like, this I'm gonna forget about this movie in less than a day, but I still remember Freddy Got Fingered.
Interesting. See,
And it's
that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, like it sticks with you. Like I've never even seen the movie all the way through, but I always remember the backwards man, even the scuba scene. Like,
Daddy, would
the
you like some
skateboard-
sausage?
We didn't talk about that. Yeah, and he's actually a really good skateboarder.
Yeah, especially in the intro. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, the daddy. Like I've heard so many people say that.
Daddy, would you like some?
yeah, what led him to doing all that? The girlfriend gave him a suggestion.
Right. Yeah, it's what is he doing to stimulate his creativeness, I guess?
Yeah, she's like, you should eat
Yeah.
food, play some music.
He's like, but how can I do all that at the same time? And she's like, what? Oh man.
It kind of reminds me of The Room. Like it's so bad that you just can't forget about it, so it becomes like almost like a meme. I don't want to say like
See,
a
the
meme,
thing
but
with The Room is, it's like that guy was trying to make a good movie. I don't know if I think Tom Green like
was
made
purposefully doing
what
this.
he made
Oh, yeah.
like he intended to make.
Yeah,
I don't think
this
that's
was intentional.
Yeah.
Like I think The Room is just a huge misfire, and that's why like it's such a cult movie. I think with this, it's like Tom Green, like I think he intended what it kind of turned out to be. He claims that he has a bunch of like footage still from this movie that has never been seen.
Oh,
which I would like to see.
Yeah.
yeah.
Same.
Red Letter Media, like this is back before the Snyder Cut came out. They're like release the Snyder's cut. Fuck all that nonsense. Release the green cut of Freddy Got Fingered, which I would watch over the Snyder cut, even though I know the Snyder cut apparently is the greatest movie ever made.
It is good.
I'd rather watch the Freddy Got Fingered green cut.
Give the people what they really want.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. For sure.
I'm looking at Tom Green's IMDb, and he was married to Drew Barrymore for like a little over a year, from July 2001 till October 2002.
Yeah.
And they divorced.
Damn.
I wonder how long they were dating before that.
Probably for at least like a year, I would imagine. He's in Charlie's Angels. I think that's where they met.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Because I think she actually he talked about it. I think she was a producer on Charlie's Angels as well, and she like cast him because his show was so huge, and that's where they kind of hit it off, I think. And then that's why she's in this and this, that, and the other thing. I don't know. I mean, you know, one thing I will say about this, I mean, it's been very interesting to talk about.
Yeah.
Definitely,
Not that
yeah.
much.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see it again.
I know.
So I bought the DVD. It's in the mail. So
Well,
Watch
you
party?
guys are kind of like explaining it to me, and what is it, Neo-surrealism?
Surrealism.
You guys are kind of selling me on it, but then I think about watching it again, and I'm just like, I'll like gag. The baby scenes too much.
like
the
behind the
dad with
scenes-
his ass out.
I want to watch the behind the scenes stuff on the DVD. I kind of wish I had before we did this, but you know, oh well. But yeah, I kind of want to hear what he has to say. Like, you know, and just like that was one thing. Like the credits, like the outtakes in this are pretty funny. I like the last one where he's doing the stuff with the deer, and then like he just stops, and then he's just like, "What the fuck am I doing?"
Yeah.
And that's so just like, yeah, what the fuck are you doing? Like, it's so apropos.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
He's the
That's what I
backwards
say
man.
every day in my, like I was saying that today at work. Just like I don't even, like, you know, I'm done doing something and then I need to do something. I don't know what I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Every day of my life I say that. What the fuck am I doing?
The fuck are you doing?
Who knows? Who knows what anyone's doing?
Should we rate this one, guys?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Sam, do you want to go first?
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Honestly, 4 out of 5. It's a lot of fun. It's so much fun. I want to watch it again.
4 out of
And-
5 sausages.
Yeah,
Cheese sandwiches.
4 fingers.
Daddy, would you like some sausage?
I just knock 1 star off because there was a lot of lulls where I was like, Jesus Christ, get this over with, and then it would get ramped right back up with the ridiculousness, and that got me. So it was a lot of fun. Yeah, 4 out of 5.
Nice. Ian, what do you give Freddy Got Fingered? How many fingers are you giving Freddy?
I'll give it 3 out of 5 umbilical cords. I think it's a pass. I think it's probably a pass because, and the thing too, like seeing it in the theater was it was a fun experience.
Okay.
We didn't bring up the presenter came up doing what Carlos was doing. He was the backwards man, and no one reacted. It was really sad. It almost like was kind of like the movie. It was like, you know, it's like in a way, it's kind of like, am I supposed to laugh or like, I don't know, like. It was kind of sad. I felt bad for the guy because the guy seemed like he was a big fan of the movie. And like this is like his crowning achievement that he got them to at the Crest Theater to show it, and no one laughed at his marvelous moment, or even like acknowledged the fact that he was being the backwards man. But anyway, seeing it in the theater might have helped.
I feel like it would be better with like that communal experience.
In the very beginning of us recording, you said that everyone laughed at the backwards man scene, but then nobody laughed at that poor man getting up there.
So a lot of people came in after the movie started. When I thought it was bad news because when the guy was presenting, it's like myself, Christian, our buddy Jake, and like 2 other people in the whole theater. And I was like, oh God, this is so sad. This is like pathetic. And then like way more people walked in after the movie started. So if
Yeah.
those people had been in there, it might have gotten a better reaction. That's a good point. I should have brought that up. But
You didn't clap or anything?
well, I was waiting for everybody else to, and no one did. I don't.
They're just
I'm
waiting
not,
for somebody.
I'm not confident enough
Leader.
to lead the clap.
You're not gonna lead it.
No.
You say, "Hey, that guy's backwards. What's wrong with him?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like I didn't have the balls. But yeah. You know that like for me, like I'll take two away, 2 stars, 2 wherever the hell's. For what Sam said as well, like there's just some stuff that's just like Jesus Christ, enough. But then there's a lot of stuff that also like I genuinely laugh at. That genuinely I think is funny. So for that, I have to. It's like when we talked about Scary Movie 2. I kind of view it as like scary because like Scary Movie 2 isn't really all that like much. You know, there's a lot of gross out humor in that too, and some scenes are just like okay, enough. You know.
Yeah.
But I still had to give that a pass because like really, when you got down to brass tacks, like I still laughed. Just that I don't know, it's funny. 3 out of 5.
Nice. Christian, what do you give Freddy Got Fingered? 5 fingers? He's giving him 5
A
fingers?
whole fist.
What?
Freddie got fisted.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
I love this kind of shit, man. It's my shit. So
there's nothing bad about it for you.
I mean, it's hard to say because I like so much of this movie. When he's the whole restaurant sequence like that, like I love that shit. I just the fact that this whole dynamic with him and his girlfriend, like I find that shit hilarious. Where she gets like turned on by getting whacked in the legs.
I like that he hits her. We didn't admit it. He hits her in the face.
And then in the face eventually, and
yeah.
Just I don't know. I like it when people do shit like this. It's just like I don't know. I'm crazy.
It makes you
Are
feel
they
a whole
crazy
range
down
of
there?
emotions.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just so fucking. It's so out there and ridiculous. It's what I like. It's my shit.
Nice.
So.
Nice.
Yeah. 5 out of 5.
Oh man. As for me, guys, I thought this movie was disgusting. I kind of agree with Roger Ebert. I didn't find very much of it funny. I'm trying to think of if I did laugh at any parts. The backwards man is kind of funny. I think it's also because like I've heard people say that. Like I think our friend Chris, good old pal Chris, he's always saying it. Backwards man, the backwards man. The broken leg caught me by surprise, but I was like, it wasn't like a funny surprise. It was like a disgusted surprise. And then the baby takes it to another level. It's so disgusting. I was offended by all the jerking off of animals.
Offended?
I was offended. I was offended by it. Why is he doing that? He doesn't. Why? Stop it.
Those people are out in the farm doing that. Like, why can't he join in?
Yeah.
A collector. And maybe it is because I really don't understand the time period, the early 2000s, this 2001, or Tom Green's place in history just yet. Maybe I can't appreciate him fully. Maybe this will end up being like that one film that we watched, The Greasy Strangler, where we all rated it very low, but we eventually went on to quote it to each other all the time, and maybe would have rated it higher later.
Yeah, that's a good comparison.
Yeah, but right now, guys, I'm giving this a 1 out of 5. I don't think I want to rewatch it ever again. It is horrible, offensive, disgusting. One positive I could say is Rip Torn. He commits to the bit. He's hilarious in this one.
Yeah, he does.
It's too backwards for me, guys. It's too backwards for me. I'm gonna give this one a 1 out of 5 this time.
Even though it did take you on all of those emotions, like you didn't get the typical like heartbreak or anger or sadness. It was like disturbing,
It
disgusting.
elicited the wrong responses. I didn't want any of that.
Oh my god.
Well, that's this one's all over the board. We got 5, 1, 4, 3. Good rating for Freddy.
Yeah.
But a good conversation.
Well,
Good conversation.
Yeah. And, you know, I mean, like, I wouldn't go buy the DVD if I didn't take away anything from the movie, you know? I mean,
That's true.
You'll have to bring that over. I want to see like the special behind the scenes stuff.
yeah, I'm very
I'd be
interested.
interested.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll
I'll
help with
see
my
that.
opinion. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe so. You never know.
Yeah, but that's all we got today, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Next Saturday, we will be watching the new Evil Dead Rise. I might try to sneak away to see Beau is Afraid as well. I don't know. We'll see. What's another movie coming out? Oh, Renfield. Oh, there's too much to watch. So little time. But thanks for watching, everybody. Deuces.
Thank you.
See you.
Later.
Should have done the video like this the whole time.
Dude, you should have.
Yeah.
Or have